Oh yeah. Hey guys. So Hannah is on her way. She's stuck in traffic, so she should be here any minute. Um, but yeah. So, oh wait, something's happening. This app did not load because there appears to be something wrong with it. There is an error in loading your app.
What app?
Control room. I don't know.
Oh, I'm gonna go to my computer.
Yeah. So she should be here any minute. Yeah. Um, Everybody did incredible on the diet bet. I don't know. I think every time we do a diet bet, I'm always just amazed at how well everybody does. And the company that runs Diet Bet, they always say that about our particular games that we host, is that that we have the most like dedicated and like the highest percentage of like success rates of people like wanting to lose weight. And I think that is just so incredible. Like just because, I mean, it just shows that you guys really want to like change, whether it's just one game and you lose your 4% and that's it, or if you're on a longer journey or whatever. I just think that is so really, really, really cool. But anyways, yeah. So enough about that. Until Hannah gets here, we're going to announce the winners. If you did the diet bet and you lost your 4% and you want to be entered into our MyFitspiration giveaway portion of the diet bet, you need to go to this video. Is that right?
Yep, on this video.
On this video, go and leave a comment below.
To the side.
What?
The side when it slides.
Oh, well, to the side, whatever. Below, to the side, whatever. Leave a comment just saying that you lost your 4% and that you're subscribed. And let's see. Let's make this really fun. Just list one thing you learned about yourself on this diet bet. Just like one thing. It could be something small that you found a new exercise that you like, or you found that you really ate a lot of strawberries this time. I don't know. Like whatever it is, like find something that you learned about yourself or that was new over this challenge and write that. And then we are going to pick one person. I think we were going to wait around 8:30, but obviously, I mean, Hannah should be here any minute. But that way it gives everybody about a half an hour to, make sure they know to come and comment here. Again, make sure you're liked. Make sure you're liked. You are liked. Make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel as well as our Facebook and Twitter for both. And that's it. And leave a comment. And then we're going to choose from all the comments. Also, we're going to choose, I don't know if you remember, it was like a handful of videos ago. We picked a winner for the Lush giveaway. It was just one of our favorites. And we picked somebody, and we literally have done everything to get in touch with this person, and this person has never responded. So we're going to pick another winner because, I mean, we still have the Lush stuff, and I'm like, don't you want like free stuff? So yeah, so we'll also pick somebody from the comments here to give the Dark Angel scrub and the Vanilla Delight yogurt. Gosh. Words, Olivia. Yogurt Delight. I cannot talk. Vanilla Delight lotion, and those are both from Lush, which are like holy grail products for both Hannah and I. We love them. So yeah, that was a giveaway that we've been trying to give away, but the person who won never responded back. So it's been like well over a month now. We've been trying to get in touch with this person. So anyway, so we'll pick one of those winners also. Okay, so I'm gonna put my headphones in. Not that I'm listening to Hannah gets here. It'll help me hear better. Okay, so while we're waiting for Hannah, why don't you go to my Twitter at BL11Olivia, so BL11Olivia, and ask me some questions.
And tag with MyFitspiration Live. Hashtag MyFitspiration.
Oh, yeah. And also hashtag MyFitspiration Live. So ask any question you want, and let's just get chitty-chatting. Let's have some questions and answers, and I'm in the weirdest mood. You guys are going to have to just, like, bear with me. Let's see. I hope everybody had a good Sunday. Did everybody have a good Sunday today? Oh, Nick. Hello, Nick. Nick just said that he thought I was looking so good. I so appreciate that. while I'm waiting for some questions to come in, I was going to tell you guys, we are thinking about launching something in April that I think is it's pretty cool. I'm already, for those of you that, participate in Lent or not, I'm actually this year for Lent, I'm not eating anything sugar that has sugar in it of any sort. And I'm really limiting the amount of fruit that I have just because I'm trying to, I really like, it's funny, like since I've lost weight, I've really developed a sweet tooth. So I'm trying just to kind of, because the whole point in Lent is to feel like you're sacrificing something that, and kind of dying to yourself a little bit. And it's a really good reminder for me. It kind of brings it all back, to that place where I really think about what I'm putting in my mouth and all that good stuff. So, no Easter candy for me right now. And I'm just limiting myself to like berries, like strawberries, blackberries, blueberries. And I did buy, excuse me, I have something in my nose. I did buy a little sack of those little, I mean, they're literally like this big from Trader Joe's. They're like little clementines or something. So I'm allowing myself to have those if I just want just those three things, blackberries, raspberries, and those. But anyways, yeah, so I'm just kind of limiting myself to that for 40 days. So we're a couple days in. So I started on Wednesday. So far I've done really good. Also, so nothing sweet and nothing processed, so nothing out of a package. Yeah, which so I don't eat a lot of that anyway. So, but the whole no sweet thing, because like for instance, like I eat Quest bars a lot. That doesn't have sugar per se, but has a added sweetener to it. It has erythritol in some of them, stevia in some of them. So I'm not even doing that. And you guys know, like I drink my coffee with stevia, or even sometimes I'm gonna be honest with you, I'll throw an equal in there if I don't have it with me. But I'm not doing any of that. So I'm just literally drinking just black coffee straight with no kind of sweetener in it whatsoever. And that's been kind of hard too. So just like very fresh, very like, whatever foods. Anyways, so yeah, let's see. Any questions? What questions we got? Are people?
Someone loved your lipstick.
Oh, someone loves my lipstick. Oh yeah. Stephanie said that she liked my lipstick. Thank you. It's actually by that company Bite, Bite. They have them you can get them online. They also have it at Sephora, and that brand, MAC is like my all-time favorite lipsticks. I just think their lipsticks are incredible. But this Bite brand, their colors are really, really interesting. And this particular, the lighting in here doesn't do this justice. It's really a true like brick kind of orange. And they're really moisturizing, and they're not super, super expensive. It's definitely like more of a high-end lipstick, not like just like a drugstore lipstick, but they wear really well, and they're I don't know, they're really, really nice. But also look forward. I think it'll probably go up next week, maybe a video. Most of you guys know, some of you might know, some of you do. But for the last, I don't know, like 4 years, I've been doing Botox, and I also get fillers in my lips. So I just recently had all that touched up, which I haven't done in like, I don't know, like 9 months or so. So I've been kind of like vlogging every single day, like since I had it done. I had it done on Wednesday, and my lips are still a little bit swollen, but they're settling in really nice, and I really I think they look really good. I know not everybody agrees with that, and people have very strong feelings about like, putting things like that in your face and all of that. And I kind of talk all about that in the vlog. But, I mean, it's one of those things, especially since I lost weight. I noticed, and granted, I'm not 25, I'm 38 years old, so I'm starting to get like crow's feet and like lines on my forehead and things like that. And not that there's anything wrong with that. I mean, obviously, I want to try to grow older as gracefully as I can, but at the same time, I want to stay as youthful as I can as well. But as I've lost weight, I've noticed, like, just as I've lost some of that fat and collagen, it's like all at once. Like within the last year, my face has gotten, I mean, like wrinkles galore, especially like in here, like in my crow's feet and like in my forehead. So it's really interesting. Like I've been doing Botox, like I said, for about 3.5 years anyways. But like in the beginning, it was very preventative. And now this last time I went in, the doctor and then my friend Alex, who's a nurse practitioner who actually does the Botox on me, they were both like, wow, this is like the first time like you actually, this is going to really benefit, because you're starting to have like wrinkles. No. But yeah, so anyway, so my Botox still isn't fully set in. I still have like some wrinkling, like you can see. But anyways, that's that. But you'll get to see all of it. Like, I give you warnings like before. Like, I didn't film when they were actually doing my lips, but I did film when they were doing the Botox, which is not nearly as hard to watch as it is when they do the lips. But yeah, so stay tuned for that. If you guys, if you want to see that, that whole vlog is coming up probably next week or the next week. Let's see. Are there any questions on YouTube? Did anybody leave any questions?
Yeah.
Oh, shh. Okay, they're coming in. I have 2 dogs up here, so please forgive me if they start like, I don't know if they start like growling and barking and all
They're
that.
answering your question because you said name one thing you learned.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Okay, here's a question. What's your favorite challenge on The Biggest Loser, and how do you feel about flavored vitamin water? Ooh, that's a good question. What?
I wish I had some.
You know, this is going to be like kind of a long-winded answer.
Oh man.
Y'all know I'm long-winded. Long-winded? Is that right? That's long-winded? Yeah. Um, okay, let's start with the fun one. My favorite challenge on The Biggest Loser. It's a toss-up between 2. My first favorite challenge was definitely when we went to the race car track and we got to pull the cars. We recreated that challenge that Tara won on her season, and I think that challenge has always been such a favorite of mine, even before I went on Biggest Loser, because I just remember I remember being in my house and like cheering for Tara to beat those boys. I don't know what it was about that moment, but it just like stuck with me. And I don't know, like it was like one of the first times that I was like, gosh, this girl is like changing her life, and she's like taking no prisoners. So I don't know, I just like loved that. And then we got to recreate that challenge on my season, and I got to meet Tara, and she got to come, and I got to do that challenge, even though like I didn't do well in that challenge at all. But to me, it didn't matter, because the point was I was getting to do something that was just like so cool. And I'm telling you, let me tell you something. I feel like I'm pretty strong. Like, I don't know. I'm not nearly as strong as Hannah is as far as like brute strength is concerned, but um, I'm telling you, those cars were heavy, and they didn't have engines in them, by the way. Like they were just like shells, and we had these people in the car, like kind of steering to make sure it wasn't like bumper cars or whatever. But I'm telling you, those cars were so heavy. I'm talking heavy. So yeah, I loved that challenge. That was like super fun. Also, I think my all-time favorite was the challenge in New Zealand, in the river, on those little bodyboard things. That challenge was my favorite, is because that was the one and only immunity challenge we had in singles, and I won that challenge. And that was like, I think that was the first moment that I actually had a thought like, oh my gosh, I could actually make it to the end. Like, I just beat all these people, and I think I could actually make it. Like, I could actually really do this. And I don't know, it was just kind of where everything turned around for me. That trip was so, like, that was my aha moment in my whole journey, was that, second week in New Zealand. The first week I definitely hit rock bottom. I went under the yellow line with Moses. It was like super, or red line, whatever it was. It was like super stressful. But that second week, it was just like, I no longer was willing to just like hide under the radar anymore. I was like, all right, now I'm throwing all my cards on the table. I'm going for it. And so, yeah, so I absolutely loved that challenge. And if you didn't know, the part, if you watch Lord of the Rings, I don't know if it's Two Towers, I can't remember which one, right before they go, where the two statues have like their hands out or whatever, and they're on the river, and they're about to go over, that they go through like the rapids, and they're about to go over the actual waterfall. that's that same stretch of river. So that was also like super cool. I was like, oh my gosh, like Gandalf has been on this river. Like, oh, you know, I'm like such a dork. Or I don't even think, no, actually, I don't think Gandalf was with them at that point. But anyways, regardless, like I was just like, this is so cool that I like remembered, like I was looking at like the sides of the rocks, and it was like I was remembering those particular scenes and everything. So I don't know, that was really cool. Okay, so now as far as flavored vitamin water, what are my thoughts? So it's really interesting. When I went on Biggest Loser, you know, it's like you go from eating anything and everything to all of a sudden kind of almost the opposite extreme to eating the cleanest you've ever eaten in your life. Because let's face it, you don't have a car, you don't have a cell phone, you don't have access to a grocery store, access to like anything with any, you know, artificial sweeteners or anything like that. So you go from eating just garbage to the cleanest, all organic, like just great, great food, which is so wonderful. Then you go back into your real life, and it's like for me, for the first year, I was so just really almost religious about like eating only clean, only no added, no nothing. And it just after a while, like it wasn't that, you know, I didn't like it or it was too difficult or it cost too much. It just became so I don't know what the right word is, almost like regimented, or I felt so locked in. So now the way I feel about it now is every once in a while, if I want something that's like, you know, a drink that's like sweet or that's not iced tea or water or coffee, which is pretty much all I ever drink, I'll do those, the vitamin water, what are they called? Are they
The zero.
the vitamin water zero? That's right. And they are sweetened with stevia. I mean, not stevia, I'm sorry, Truvia. The thing about Truvia is not straight stevia. It's got erythritol or something. Is it erythritol or maltitol or something? It's got a sugar alcohol in it. So it is not, you know, completely natural, all right? So, I mean, it's better than Equal or Splenda or something like that, but still, it is still like a sugar additive. So I don't think that that's something that I'll have in my daily like life is, but I used to be like, oh, I can't have that, it's got added this and blah blah blah, you know, and I don't feel that way anymore, because I feel like now you have to be more balanced, and if I would rather have that than a Coke or a Diet Coke or something that's just like chock full of chemicals and whatever, like that's a better option, but I don't think it should be something that you have every day, or it's not, you know, it's kind of one of those things like Gatorade where it's like, oh, it's got all these electrolytes and that and the other. If you're not running a marathon, Gatorade is really unnecessary, in my opinion. It's chock full of sugar. Yes, it's got electrolytes and stuff in it, but you can get a Smart Water that has no sugar in it, that has just as many electrolytes and all that jazz. You can get those little tabs, you add your water. I mean, there's so many better options. So again, like I said, long-winded answer, but I think they're okay every once in a while. I don't think it should be a part of your everyday regimen, but I do think it's a better choice than grabbing a soda or something that's way more chock full of chemicals. That's my thoughts.
Somebody on the YouTube page wants to know how Ben got started in CrossFit, and I think that's a good story.
Oh, somebody on the YouTube channel Larry wants to know how Ben got started in CrossFit. Well, Larry, Ben got started in CrossFit because I started doing CrossFit. And I started doing CrossFit because, as you all know, I'm still extremely, extremely good friends with Bob Harper. He's become one of my very best friends. And he was, I mean, you guys know he is like obsessed with CrossFit. So he started really, you know, started in it. And of course, you know, we talk all the time. So I like just like wanted to know like what he was doing, and he was like, oh my gosh, you got to try this. So then Fitness Magazine invited me to go try a CrossFit workout at a new CrossFit box downtown and here in New York. So I went with the fitness editor, Jenna Oturi, who's a good friend of mine, who is the fitness editor at Fitness Magazine. And we went and they had a private CrossFit like little exercise workout for us.
She says she can see you. Can see.
No.
You see me?
So anyways, let me finish the story real quick. So I loved it. I started doing it all the time. And then I kept telling Ben, you've got to try this. This is like so amazing and so incredible. You have to try this. You have to try this. And at the time, Ben was he was like run, Forrest, run because he lost most of his weight walking at first and then running. So he was doing like all these races and he was like super into running and he was running like 18 miles at a time. Like, it was just insane how much he was running. So I kept telling him, you should just like mix this in. He's like, you're cross training. So I finally got him to come, and literally it took one workout and he was hooked. He loved it. Those of you who don't know, Ben has a new YouTube channel called Don't Be the Fat Husband, and you got to go check it out. He has a lot of CrossFit stuff on there, and we'll be posting more and more. But it was great for him because he is such a community person. Like, he loves people. He loves he played football, so he likes kind of like team sports. And the thing about CrossFit that I think is so great is you kind of get the best of both worlds. You get a community of people. You see the same people come. They're very dedicated. And then you also have that kind of like team sport kind of feeling. And it's different every time. So he never gets bored. It really challenges his body, and it challenges Ben in an area. He's so good at endurance things, like he can run, but things that are really difficult for a very short time at a high intensity, I think he'll even be the first person to tell you that's always where he struggles. He kind of gets that freak out, like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. I'm always like, you're not gonna die, just push through. And for me, endurance always is a little more challenging. Like, I have to really kind of really force myself like on those like really long runs not to like freak out, but like stuff that's like short and fast and really intense, like I do really well at stuff like that. So I don't do as much CrossFit anymore just because I'm teaching SoulCycle now, and to do both of them at the same time, I was teaching for the first year and a half I taught at SoulCycle. I was teaching like 16 to 18 classes a week, which, do the math, that's hours on a bike every day. So I couldn't go in and do like a full CrossFit workout and then go into SoulCycle. And the thing is, I ride all my classes. Like, I don't just like let them do it and whatever. I really, really ride with my classes. So, my legs couldn't handle it, really, to be honest with you. So yeah, so that's how he got into CrossFit. And there's CrossFit boxes popping up everywhere, all over now. So check around where you live. You'll see CrossFit boxes everywhere. And a lot of times now, even if you check like Groupon, and there's like all those like Gym Packed and all those places that do like little coupons, a lot of times they have ones for CrossFit boxes, which is great because that lets you try it for a discounted rate just to see if you like it.
So people are hearing her, so let's see. She says, what does it say on your screen?
It says, I don't know, live Dietbet. I just see a picture of Hannah. Do I click on her?
Yeah.
Let's see.
I think she may be just audio.
Hide from broadcast.
Can you hear me?
What up?
I'm so confused.
Profile, eject, and mute. I'm trying to loop Hannah in, guys.
Great.
It says comments disabled on the YouTube thing. Someone's saying.
I'm going to call Ben. Keep talking.
Okay. Everybody's like dead silent. Ben's trying to figure out how to get Hannah in. So, what other questions you guys have? Questions, anything? Karen just left a comment. She was just saying that she's trying to add a comment and hasn't been able to. So Karen, leave a comment on Twitter and I'll answer or leave a question on Twitter.
Some of them get marked as spam. I'm trying to go through it and mark them as spam.
Do what?
Some of them get marked as spam accidentally. Oh. I'll go in
and let's see what else has been going on. Hannah's trying to call you.
Tell her I'm inviting her again.
Okay. All right. Let's see. But yeah, I think what we want to do is I don't want to say what it is because I want to wait, till Hannah gets here, but I think we're going to do something, like have a big MyFitspiration, like a challenge. Like remember, I don't know if you remember, it wasn't this December, but the December before, we did the whole Christmas challenge leading up to New Year's. It was like super fun. And wow, excuse me. But we were thinking, spring is right around the corner. It's going to start getting warm. We've all been wearing like coats all winter. Like Hannah and I are going to go on a trip together in May, a little vacation. So we wanted to like kind of amp up our workouts a little bit. So we thought, why not just make it like a MyFitspiration wide challenge? So yes. Also, the other thing is, we are super excited that within probably the next month to month and a half, we are going to have merchandise, MyFitspiration merchandise, T-shirts, all kinds of stuff like that. That's going to be available. Is it through the YouTube channel? Is that it'll be available?
Yeah,
it'll be like on our blog, on the YouTube channel. But we are so excited. We'll definitely have a T-shirt and a tank top for sure. We'll have also like a unisex shirt. Don't worry, we're going to have plenty of sizes. We want everybody to be able to have them, from the extra small to wherever. We want everybody to be able to wear. Yeah, so we're just going to do like really simple in the beginning, but then
Oh my gosh.
we'll have like more and more stuff as we go along. We're super excited. We're working on all the designs right now, so stay tuned for that. Yeah, let's see what we got here. See if we have any more questions. Let's see. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Bianca, I'm sorry, I don't. It looks like your name's maybe Bianca, or maybe Beyonce, but spelled a very different way. Anyways, I'm sorry if I've just completely butchered your name. She said, what macros do you strive for, percentage-wise? Do you just balance out or have more or less of a certain macro? Thanks. This is a good question. Like, people ask us questions about food all the time. This is the thing, is I just try to eat as balanced as I can. Now, I obviously am not a nutritionist or doctor, but what I tell people all the time is you have to really experiment with what your body likes. So, for instance, my body, if I were to get up every day and eat oatmeal for breakfast, and then have a sandwich for lunch with a salad, and then at dinner time have like chicken and brown rice and vegetables and whatever, that all sounds really healthy. Even if it was like Ezekiel bread, steel cut oats, and brown rice, that is way too many carbohydrates for me personally. Even though they're complex carbohydrates, even though they're good for you, even though there could be Jim Bob next to me that eats all of that and his body runs like a machine on it. For me, I have to choose like one of those a day. So because what ends up happening for me is I just start to gain weight. It's really crazy. And a lot of that has to do with the way my body breaks down food, and also because I have PCOS, which means my body from metabolically, hormonally, breaks down food almost like how a diabetic does. So I have to watch my carbohydrate intake. So I try to get more of my carbohydrates instead of just eating them in like grains and stuff like that. Like I may have egg whites for breakfast with like veggies and like turkey bacon. Then for lunch I may have like a salad, with like maybe a kale salad with like avocado and raisins and sunflower seeds and like a lemon and olive oil vinaigrette. And then maybe I'll have an apple with that, or like some berries or something like that. And then for dinner, I may have half a sweet potato and chicken and some other kind of vegetable. So for me, I'm getting carbohydrates through the fruit and through that half of a sweet potato. And those kind of carbohydrates, through like fruit and vegetables, my body tends to really break down in a much more efficient way. And like I said, my husband, he eats steel cut oats, Ezekiel bread, brown rice, and he stays extremely lean and his body just breaks it down. Now, on the other end of that spectrum, my body also breaks down fats very easily. So I can have a lot of nuts, avocado, extra virgin olive oil. I still keep it within a certain calorie budget because I have to maintain portion size. And, you know, for me, it still is always about balancing calories in and calories out. But I try not to be like, oh my gosh, how many grams of this have I had or how many grams of that have I had? I really try to keep it more to portion size, calorie intake, and balance for what I know my body loves and likes and is able to burn and the way I feel the best. I don't eat dairy that much either. Occasionally I will, a little bit here and there, but really my body runs the most efficient when I don't eat dairy. I get dark circles under my eyes. I get extremely, like, painfully bloated, and I get lots of inflammation in my joints when I have a lot of dairy in my diet. So, you know, so by doing all of that, I've just figured out, those are the things that I figured out that work the best in my body. And I figured that out along the way. It wasn't like I lost all my weight, then I was like, oh, how's this going to work? It was like a lot of trial and error. And that's the beauty of this being a journey, because it is about trial and error. It's not just about, like, you know, whatever.
Okay, so she's
holding on. She's what?
She looks good on her end. We just can't see her on your end. So.
And I can't hear anything either.
Hey, Hannah, say hi. Talk for a minute to everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Mm-mm.
It's weird that you can't.
Nope, can't hear me?
Oh, is Hannah just like talking? Am I just talking over her? Oh.
No, I'm not talking.
I can't hear at all.
Okay.
Hello, anyone
Does
there?
that mean it is muted?
No. Hannah, you talk to everybody. We're going to work on this for a second.
Hey, everybody, it's Hannah here. Welcome to No Makeup Sunday. I'm so sorry I was late. Ben told me 8 o'clock. For some reason, I was thinking Central, not Eastern. And I'm not going to lie, with daylight savings time, I'm a little cranky because I lost an hour of sleep last night. But I'm here, and Sunday night is my food prep night. So I was at the grocery store, and then I realized, oh my gosh, it's 7 o'clock, not 8 o'clock Central. So I was rushing home, and I was texting Ben, going, I'll be there as soon as possible. So anyway, that's what I've been doing. But I'm excited about all the diet betters and everyone that did so great, and also for the people that, you know, didn't make the diet better, didn't make their money back. There's always going to be another one. And I love the community because I feel like some of you guys have met on the Diet Better site, which I think is so cool and so neat. And so I love to read the comments and kind of see you guys talking to each other. It's really cool because we all know weight loss is about the support system, pretty much. So it's good. So everything is great. Had a great weekend this weekend. Went to a crawfish boil, which was fun. Crawfish are low carb, of course. I only ate one because they weren't very good, but that was fun. And yeah, just loving life and busy as usual. I did yoga today. I do restorative yoga on Sundays for my back, so I did that today and did my grocery store prep. Gonna film some new recipes tonight, actually. So yeah, that's kind of what's been going on. Yeah, so I am checking my Twitter right now. So if anyone wants to ask questions, and also our great friend Sige is watching this hangout from the Congo. So shout out to Sige. She won our, I think she won our very first diet bet. And the grand prize was a trip to New York, and she came and brought a friend. And we went to brunch and did a spin class together, and it was so cool. So we just met her, and she was great. So don't forget, you know, we have some good prizes when we do these diet bets. So it was really cool to meet Sige and hear her story, and she did so great in the spin class, and her friend Sarah came too. So that was really neat. Yeah, so that's kind of what's been going on my end. You hear me talking?
Yeah.
Are we on a weird delay? Why do I feel like every time I'm involved, there's technical difficulties? Shout out to you, Nick Hendren, and your sweet comment. So it looks like I'm on some sort of loop because Olivia comes to me. I hear myself.
Hey Hannah, this is the producer.
Oh, okay. Hey producer. So
can you hear me, Hannah?
Yeah, they're saying they can see me.
You can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I hear you.
Okay, Hannah, do this. Why don't y'all call each other? That way you can hear her in real time, and y'all can keep doing it back and forth.
Okay.
This is so.
So here's the deal, everybody. Y'all can see everything, but Olivia can't see or hear Hannah. So all she sees is a lovely picture of her. So they can't really interact in real time. So here's what we're going to do, because we don't want to start the video over, because that would be starting everything over, new comments and all that. So what they're going to do is call each other. That way Olivia can hear Hannah, and we'll see if this works.
So, Hannah, answer your phone.
I'm calling you. I just got your voicemail.
It's so delayed. It's
so wait, I'm calling Olivia.
It's
not picking up.
It's just no, my cell phone's not working.
Oh, jeez.
Can I get out of it and be added back to it?
You started.
It's not ringing.
I don't.
It's not ringing.
Tell Olivia I'll call her.
What is happening? This is like why I hate technology sometimes. It's so stupid.
Technology.
Don't feel bad. They had the same problem the other day on the street. She's calling you. That's why.
Call me, banana pants. This is a hot mess. Every time, I don't understand. Like, we do this all the time.
Why isn't she picking
in
up
other
her phone?
times, and it always messes up.
Okay. It's because y'all not putting on your crowns.
Oh,
Hannah, are you calling me?
What's our phone? Yeah, snap all that. Okay, Olivia, pick up your phone.
She's not calling me.
This is Norse googling out Heather.
So dumb.
Voicemail.
Oh my gosh, that just.
Let's try her again, shall we? Oh.
Why can't I?
Y'all can hear I'm calling her. Listen.
Can't approve or anything like that.
This is not a joke. I'm calling you. Here's proof. It's ringing. It's ringing.
Just press take me there.
I think something's wrong with the signal at the apartment.
Answer some questions, banana pants.
You have reached 646.
Whoa! Let's not give away your phone number. Okay, let's answer some questions. Let's see. Your hangout dates are awesome. We can see and hear you both. This is such a great question because lately I've been really kind of searching the internet.
Hey, I see you. I hear you.
Oh, and someone just came to the door. Sorry, the doggy's working. So this is I just had a question on Twitter about some different ideas for breakfast.
Can you hear me, Hannah?
I can see you and hear you. You look beautiful, my dear.
Success!
Oh, and someone just walked in the door. Hello.
Yeah.
Handsome boy. So this is a great question. So someone asked about some different breakfast ideas. So I've been really perusing this. Now, Olivia can eat the same thing for breakfast every day for the next 10 years.
Yes.
She has her egg whites soaked in paid, and to be honest, it gets on my nerves because Mama needs some variety in her life. So I've been trying some new things. I've also been trying, and Olivia, this is going to freak you out, but I've been really trying and researching more stuff on hormonal eating and things like that. Because I feel like I understand about the PCOS, I understand about that, but I feel like because I've eaten like lower carbs so long, that I just feel like, I don't know, I need to be adding more things. I need to eat more sweet potatoes. I need to eat more, you know, a little bit of brown rice in the morning. I just feel like I need to try and repair.
Brown rice in the morning?
Not in the morning, but not at night, obviously. So that's a whole other blog on what I'm doing with my hormones right now because I'm really doing a lot of testing and things like that, which is really cool. Olivia, I have my big hormone lab panel this week, which I'm super excited about. It's costing me a lot of money, but I'm doing it. Anyway, so I have made these. This is going to sound weird, but they're basically like turkey muffins, sort of, for in the morning. There's really no, there's eggs. No, there's oat flour in them. But they have turkey. They have all these spices. They have like thyme and ground mustard and all these things. I'll post the recipe, and they're delicious. So they have a little bit of oat flour in them, but they're really low in carbs. And basically, you eat 2 per serving, and the recipe eats 12. So I'm going to eat those twice a week in the morning. And that's going to be like when I do my early morning workout, so it's really quick. You put them in the fridge. Those are really great. Also, the avocado egg cups. I'm sure you guys have seen those where you slice an avocado in half, and you can bake the egg, and you can put turkey bacon in it or whatever you like. That's I do that sometimes. What else do I do? I don't really eat. One thing I miss, and I was craving this the other day so bad, Olivia, I almost had to call you because I was in the cereal aisle at the grocery store.
Love cereal.
Because I was looking for the oat flour to make these turkey turkey muffins or whatever, and it was one of those things where I wanted to cry because I just wanted to buy the big box of Fruit Loops because I was just like, I miss cereal so much, and Peyton was like, you're so weird. So I love cereal, but the turkey muffins were good, and I kind of experimented with them last week because I was concerned. I was like, I'm buying flour, but you can also use almond flour or the oat flour, and oat flour is really good as far as the almond flour goes too. I also made, and I will share this recipe. I haven't actually tried them yet, but I haven't made them yet. I bought all the ingredients tonight at the grocery store. It's using your protein powder, and it's these mini, they're called carrot cake, but you use fresh carrots. Or I think there's a substitution for organic baby food, which is just basically mealed carrots, I guess. And then there's another one that uses pumpkin, and so it uses a scoop of your protein powder, and you make these they're almost like bars, but they have hardly any carbs because my protein powders were really low in carbs. And my protein powder is also lactose-free, so there's no dairy. And so I'm going to try those too. And it's made with all natural ingredients, just basically allspice, protein powder. You can use Truvia or real stevia. I've never used pure stevia in baking. Olivia, have you ever used pure stevia? Yeah. I've only used the Truvia baking, so I got some of that too. So I'm going to try some new things this week because I'm just trying to keep things moving.
Keep things fresh.
Do you miss me, Boo?
Yes, always.
I miss you too.
Always.
I miss you too. I'm having no makeup Sunday, as always.
I always have makeup. It's just.
But I will say, my sister Nora has been helping me with my skin regimen. Do you see this beautiful skin? I mean, it is really working.
I told you she's the genius.
She has got the formula down.
Down.
Yeah. And did you know that our friend Sidge is watching us from the Congo tonight?
I know. I saw her tweet.
So excited about that.
You should do, I think, this week you should vlog making those turkey cups. Those sound really cool.
Yeah, I'm going to, actually, because I'm getting ready to make them again tonight for this week.
I also had an idea that I thought was really cool. We should do a series. We should just contact a couple of our friends, like maybe the Jacobs and like maybe Danny Allen, a few people, and get them to submit what their favorite breakfasts, lunch, and dinners are, and then we actually make them and we vlog and called Eat Like a Loser or whatever like that, like some kind of little series like that. So you guys let us know on Twitter and Facebook if you would like to see that, because that's always kind of cool.
Jacobs, if you follow their Instagram, they eat MetaFast pancakes every morning.
Well, yeah, but Jay makes that Bolthouse Caesar chicken. There's a lot of recipes that a lot of the biggest.
Also, I've been noticing lately, and you probably have too. Everyone's making the cauliflower crust pizza.
Yeah, that's it.
But my thing about that is, I understand that. I mean, I understand that it's healthy for you, but then you're also putting all the red sauce, all the cheese. Even though it's turkey pepperoni, it still, has fat, So it's I guess it's like eating a pizza, not eating the crust, I guess.
I definitely think, if you use, cheese very sparingly and you use a really good quality red sauce and, maybe more veggies instead of just turkey sausage.
Well, I think maybe on Danny's, she used the buffalo mozzarella and she only, she pre-measured it out, and I think she just did little droppings of it, and then she did fresh tomatoes, which that would be pretty good.
Yeah, so you could just use just a little bit, you know what I mean? I think it's definitely a better option than calling Papa John's for sure.
Yes, although I'm not gonna lie, Papa John's, I miss you and love you.
It's delicious. Pretty much any kind of pizza. I'm not very picky when it comes to pizza. I'll pretty much eat any pizza.
And you live in New York, so your pizza is primo.
Very good. Okay, so do we have we had a lot of people comment? Do we need to go ahead and pick a winner?
Can you explain everything again?
You
Okay.
ready for our winner?
Yep.
3 or 4 more minutes.
Yes. Okay. We're going to give you 5 more minutes just because it took us a little hot minute to get all set up here.
Like it always does for some reason.
So here's the thing. Again, you had to win. You had to lose your 4% on the diet bet. You have to comment on this or to the side on this video. Let's see. You have to be a subscriber to our YouTube channel as well as both of our Facebook and Twitters, and all of those links have been tweeted on the original diet bet video. You can go back to that if they're, but just make sure you have done all of that and leave a comment because we're going to choose from the comments.
Okay, perfect. So I'm just going to answer 2 more really quick questions because these just came through.
Yeah, go
so
ahead.
Brett McNeil, hey Brett, he asked, how do you pick yourself up when you're feeling discouraged or derailed? Ever temporarily lose your focus? Contrary to popular belief, Olivia and I are not perfect. This is something that I was just having this conversation with someone yesterday because she said, is it harder for you when you eat bad because you know what you're eating? And that was such a great comment because sometimes if it's not a plan sheet, because sometimes I do fall off the wagon and it's one of those days where I'm like, oh my gosh, and I've eaten something at work that's bad or this or that, and I feel guilty. And I felt guilty before, but it was one of those things where I don't know if I just didn't care as much. Does that make sense, Olivia? I mean, we just didn't care as much, I guess.
I don't
But
think
now,
I care. I mean, you always care about what the consequence, but in the moment, you don't.
Exactly.
You're not willing to
But
care.
I think now it's like I know exactly what I'm doing. I know pretty much, I'm a calorie counting queen. I know exactly, what I'm eating. I also know what this food does inside my body, and so there is an overwhelmingly sense of guilt, which is why Olivia and I really like to do our planned treat days because then you're planning for it. But it's not like I never, and I'm not speaking for Olivia, I'm just speaking for myself. It's not like I never feel derailed or discouraged. There's days when I wake up and I don't want to exercise. There's days when...
Boo, you can always speak for me.
I know, but I just, I don't want people to feel like we're these perfect examples, of food addicts, because any food addict that I've ever talked to has not beaten this. It's something, it's not like alcohol where you can go to meetings and you can't drink. Not that alcoholics have it easy, because they don't. But I will always have to eat food to live, right? And so that part is really hard. Now, this is where your support system comes in full effect. A lot of people think that they can do it on their own, which was me. And although Olivia and I, we did a lot of diets together, we also did a lot of eating together, too. So when we went on the show, we just kind of made a pact that we would always hold each other up and we will always kind of be each other's accountability partners. And so you really got to find someone to help you. And you also got to find someone that you can trust and you can call when you're feeling derailed, when you're feeling upset. And, I have battled with depression. I've battled with a lot of different kinds of emotions. Not speaking that into existence, but, I've battled with that. And Olivia's been someone that's really been able to help me see a lot of different things in my life that, I wasn't being honest about. So you're the person that you go to, and that could be a coworker, it could be someone at your church, it could be someone that you go to the gym with, it could be an old friend, it could be someone that you met on the internet, it can be anyone. Everyone is good at encouraging people, and I know me, sometimes I'm not the best at taking encouragement, right, Olivia? Like if Olivia's trying to, if I'm having a bad day, she's trying to pump me up, I'm not the best at taking it. It's like I don't want to hear it,
Exactly.
But I also have to remember that, I'm not by myself when it comes to wanting to eat bad. When it comes to, I know the other day I looked at Pate and I just said, I want to lay in bed all day and I want to eat Chinese food all day and I want to watch crappy reality television and I don't want to open the blinds or the shades. And he looked at me like, I'm sorry, I don't understand. You know what I mean? And it was one of those things where I was just like, I felt like, I'm like, gosh, well, no one understands.
You should have said, Paige, okay, I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. I want to close the blinds, lay in bed all day, and eat Hawaiian roll chicken sandwiches, and he probably would have understood that.
Good point. Or as he likes to eat.
#10life.
He likes to eat 2 pints of ice cream at a time, so yeah. And another question to this question, hi Carrie Ruckman, she asked, how do you keep the motivation going? You have to remember there's a difference between motivation and inspiration. Motivation comes from you. I really feel that way. So staying motivated is hard, but remember that your motivation is what gains you the results. So give yourself some time to see results to your goal. When you first start a program, you're not going to look like a different person in a week. That's just not going to happen. Olivia, won't you agree that when we had our first weigh-in, that whole week we were just so, we had our first weigh-in, it gave us this little spark of motivation, like, oh my gosh, this is working. Then when we hit our 50-pound mark, it was like, that was when, for me, that was when I really just said, oh my gosh, I'm doing this, I'm going all the way, I'm not looking back, I'm already halfway there. You know, so give yourself some time to reach some of your goals. And also remember, making non-scale goals is okay.
Totally.
Making goals that aren't just about the scale is fine. You know, your measurements are important. If you can get your muscle mass measured or your fat percentage measured correctly, important. You know?
I also think the thing that's super important about to also remember about motivation and inspiration, and I say this in my classes all the time, is they are both very fleeting. They are not a tangible thing necessarily to hold on to. Yeah, you could put a pair of pants on, you know, your closet door, or you can write an inspirational quote and put it on your mirror. Like, these things are great tools, but it really boils down to the motivation and inspiration is the spark that gets the fire going. It's the thing that gets you fired up. It's the thing that started. But you can't hold on to motivation or inspiration on a long journey. You might find little things here and there that inspire you or motivate you, but what it boils down to is you have to make the hard choice every single day. You have to dumb it down to the simple choice of, when my feet hit the floor in the morning, am I going to do this today or am I not going to? And I don't know what it is. It may just be because I'm very type A and whatever, but that was the most, I remember when Jillian said, it's just the flip of the coin. You're either going to do it or you're not, period. End of discussion in every choice that you make. I loved that so much because it just gave me, it all of a sudden empowered me that I was like, oh, I was like, this isn't about just life plopping garbage in my lap and me eating because of whatever I feel. No, this is, I have control of the outcome of this. I have control of my life. I'm going to write my story. I'm going to be the author of my own life and not just leave it up to life or circumstance or situation or whatever. And to me, that was so encouraging that it wasn't like I had to dig up some big pile of motivation every day, because let's be honest, it's why people are like, oh, I'm just not really motivated. Well, of course you're not. That's like trying to build a bonfire every single morning instead of using the little spark of motivation as the kindling for your fire, and then the choice of consistency every day, no matter how hard,
every day,
no matter how you don't want to, no matter how difficult it is, you just continue to make that choice, and that's like just throwing the logs in your fire. And that way it keeps the fire going, so you don't have to build a fire from scratch every day. So I just feel really strongly about, make it simple for yourself. Just make the decision. And some days, like Hannah said, there are some days I don't make the decision to do it. There are some days that I get up and be like, yep, you know what, today I'm going to go have Chinese food and the cupcakes. That's just what's happening. And that's
my favorite meal.
But the thing is, it's like, the thing that's so awesome about that is because I'm coherent of that decision and I've made that decision. I know what the consequences will be from that. I know that my hands are going to be swollen the next day and I'm going to probably feel like crap, but it's okay because I'm making that choice.
That's right.
So,
and also, one of the great things that we kind of learned is, you know, we're not perfect humans. No one is. Jillian Michaels is not perfect. Bob's not perfect. I mean, these are humans. Are they really good at this because they've been doing it for so long? Of course. But when you mess up, the most important thing about falling off the wagon, which I hate when people say that because it's like you're on a wagon trying to spin these wheels all the time. When you make a bad choice, let's just say that, you just can't let that drag on for weeks and weeks and weeks. You have to cut it. And I'm guilty of this sometimes, where it's like I have a my treat day, and then the next morning I'm like, well, there's some leftover cinnamon toast, so maybe I'm just going to have one piece so I don't throw it out. No, you make your decision to do it, you cut it off, and that's it. Or if you mess up and eat an 8-pack of peanut butter eggs because Easter's coming up and they're everywhere, you know, you throw the package away and you're like, no more. I'm not you know, you have to cut it off. You just can't keep it going. Okay, let's answer one more question really quick. I just have one. How do you guys replace your sweet cravings? And oh my gosh, whoever, let's see if I can find this person's name. I'm not sure what his or her name is, but I love her handle, which is I love peanut butter.
Oh, I love it.
If I was to be 11 Hannah, I would be I love peanut butter. I love peanut butter too. Mwah. This is a great question. I have a mega sweet tooth, and this has probably been the hardest thing for me because I also have a mega sweet tooth for NutraSweet. Olivia knows I love the pink packets, or as our grandmother calls it, can you pass me a chemical packet? That's what she always says. Lala, if you watched her on the last vlog. Olivia doesn't eat as much Greek yogurt. I've been eating it a little bit more lately, only because I've been having sweet cravings. And like I said, I use extracts. I also use unsweetened cocoa powder to make my own chocolate pudding with Truvia and vanilla. Also, this is where baking and things like that can come into handy. I made those little protein squares or I'm going to make these protein squares that I'm trying this week, and things like that. And also remember fruit and stuff that comes sweet potatoes, spaghetti squash. You can make these things sweet by using whole cinnamon, whole nutmeg. And also, once you really kind of go off the sugar, fruit is going to taste sweeter. It's going to taste different. And I recommend doing like a 30-day thing where you give up sugar. Olivia's doing that right now. She's eating lower sugar. She's not eating as much fruit during the day. But you'll be so surprised how much sugar you actually eat. Sugar in your drinks, sugar in your snacks, And that's including NutraSweet, which makes you crave more sugar.
Yeah.
So you gotta find things that you like. Every once in a while, sometimes I'm like, I am craving a banana. Now I can't tell you one time when I was heavy that I craved a banana. Couldn't even tell you that, So, and even sometimes for a treat, I'll have Greek yogurt with real honey over it, So just remember there's things that you can find to replace that sugary craving, and you really got to get creative. I love to do spaghetti squash. I like to eat mine sweet. So you can eat. How to do it in the microwave? We split it in half and put it cut side down, 5 minutes at a time in the microwave, and for some reason it cooks almost just as good as it does in the oven. And we did whole cinnamon, well, not whole cinnamon, but shaker of cinnamon and Truvia, and it just makes this yummy, squashy, sweet, really good. So there's things you can do. Chop up some pecans, throw it in there. There's things you can do to really combat that sweet tooth.
I also love to take, make your own, like, an ounce of almonds with maybe, like, a quarter cup of raisins or cranberries that are unsweetened, not like the craisins ones that have the sugar on it, but, like, you can get them in the bulk bins at your grocery store, the unsweetened cranberries.
And remember, Olivia, when we were growing up, our grandmother always had this huge glass jar of almonds, raw almonds and raisins. Remember?
Yeah. Like, that is good. Like Hannah said, fruit, more fruit. Eat whatever fruit is in season, which is great. Another thing that I love to do is I like to take the medjool dates. I usually will take 2 of them, and I like to take the pit out and then take 1 tablespoon of almond butter and put them in each, and then just sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon on it, just a little bit. I mean, they're so sweet. They taste like candy. It's protein and some natural sugar. Another thing that I love to do is I love to take frozen strawberries, it's about a half a cup of almond milk, and some stevia and a wedge of lemon juice. And you squeeze it in, and then you just blend it up in the blender, and it literally turns into the most delicious, like, strawberry sorbet ever. Okay. It is so good. And then I like to chop up some pistachios and just put that, like, sprinkle that on the top. I know it's very weird, but
it gives it a good crunch. It's really good.
Yeah, and strawberries and pistachios are a great combination together, which I really love.
They are really good.
So there's lots of stuff you can do.
Yeah.
I mean, you just have to, like Hannah said, you have to surrender to the idea that, is that going to taste like a Snickers bar or a bowl of ice cream? No, it's not. But if you really are searching for the sweet, then that's going to kind of give you that.
And there's something about, like, tricking your mind to thinking that this is something luxurious. It's like one of those things where I actually kind of get this, I don't want to say get this high because that sounds weird, but I'm like, haha, I came up with something sweet, and this is not bad or going to make me feel guilty. It's actually healthy, which is cool. I want to answer this question really quick from our friend Nick Hendren. I'm pretty sure Nick is our friend. He's from Canada, I'm pretty sure, and he's in college. He says, what exercises can be done in a small space, like a dorm room, except the usual stuff like sit-ups, push-ups? This is a great question. If you can go online, Nick, to trx.com and get yourself a TRX, you can hook it to your door, and you can do every kind of exercise. YouTube has probably 100,000 TRX videos. You can do push-ups, you can do sit-ups, you can do kick-outs with your legs. You can do every kind of exercise there's one that you can do cardio where you do these knee-ups. Every kind of exercise you could ever imagine. I also travel with my TRX sometimes. Also, I think as far as weights go, all you really need is a kettlebell, and you could find tons of workouts online and just some hand weights. But if you want to do some real body weight work, that TRX is going to be the best thing. It can fold up. It can go in your sock drawer. It's that portable. So TRX.com. We're actually in contact with the owner of TRX, Pete Holman. He's amazing. He's been all over the Today Show, Good Morning America. He's been everywhere lately. He was just on Steve Harvey too. And there's just so many great exercises, and really you can do a full body workout with just that one piece of equipment. Good.
And let's not forget, I mean, like, it's always great to, like, invest in equipment and everything, but also don't forget, I mean, you have an entire world outside that is a gym.
Totally.
I mean, it requires a pair of tennis shoes. Walking is the best thing you could ever do in a weight loss journey. I don't care if you are there, if you are at the end. Walking. We did more walking at the ranch than anything else that we did.
We did. It's true.
And now that it's starting to get nice outside, you know, well, we're getting close. We're getting close to that. Now that it's starting to warm up, get outside. I mean, you know, you could do jump ups on the curb. If you did, you know, 5 minutes on, 5 minutes off of just jumping double-footed on the curb, I mean, that requires no money. And I'm telling you, you are going to feel it. Lunges, any kind of body weight, you know, squats. You don't need anything. You don't have to invest anything, and you probably already have a pair of tennis shoes. So also, you know, if for some reason you were on a budget and you couldn't invest in a piece of equipment, just remember the world out there is your oyster.
I think he was just saying because it's so cold in Canada, he's in his dorm room a lot because it's, I mean, there it's like the winter tundra, 8 feet of snow still. Totally. So, great question. Okay, let's get to our winners. We ready to announce the winner?
Answer one short question. He's running it through random. Okay. Is there any more question? I think there was I have another question on my.
Okay. I don't know what's happening outside, but Peyton, my neighbors, sound like they're having a party. He's basically made better friends with them than me.
Okay. Hannah, answer this question. Oh, wait. It's the I Love Peanut Butter again. What is your favorite workout? You answer first.
My favorite workout is definitely, well, I love spin, but I only have one pretty good option here in Nashville. So I really love, although I haven't really gotten to do it as much because of my back, but I love boot camp style workouts. I love tires and sledgehammers and sprints and that kind of thing. Also, I am learning that my body can't take that beat up 6 days a week. So that's why I love being on the spin bike because it's, you know, no impact to the knees. And I also like really mixing things up. I really, really enjoy weight training, and I'm good at it. So I really like doing that. I like to mix things up. So I'm going to say lifting weights, boot camp, and spin are my 3 favorite workouts for sure.
I think. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, that's good.
Oh no, I was just gonna say my favorite workout. I mean, obviously, is spin. I obviously do it all the time, and now I'm an instructor of SoulCycle, and I love it. Also, like I've started getting back into like more body weight exercises, like just doing really basic things like sit-ups and push-ups at night, and I'm just like really into all this body weight stuff because it's just so easy. You don't have to do anything. Like even you know, the other day, like I was doing like jumping jacks and then jumping down and doing like push-ups on the floor and then sit-ups and then I did like 5 rounds of this little workout, and I don't know, I really, really am liking that. And it's so weird because I haven't craved doing this in a long time, but for some reason I am so counting down to when the weather is nice again because I want to start running again, just because I just really enjoy it. I'm not a good runner.
I don't enjoy running at all. I don't enjoy the injuries. I just do not enjoy it. I wish I did, but
I'm not good at it by any stretch of the
imagination. Yes, you are.
But I do enjoy it. So, yeah, I really would like to run another half marathon. I'm thinking about doing like, I want to do either the Disney Villains, one of the ones you get to run through the park. Like I'm very, very interested in doing that.
There's one, I can't remember which marathon. I think it's at Disney World where you get a Tiffany charm or something at the end. You get like a Tiffany box.
Oh, that's neat.
Isn't that neat?
Yeah, something like that would be really fun, I thought.
That sounds good. I also really like to I like to swim a lot. That's another good workout. It's not great on my hair, I will say, but I really enjoy swimming, and I just think I'm a good swimmer.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, Elsa,
So
you want to come say hi?
we
Come here.
are ready to pick a winner.
Trying to get Doggy to say hi, but he's just not interested tonight.
Okay. So the winner is
Drum roll.
the runner-up.
Not everybody. The
The-
runners up get what? 30?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So the runners up are
You remember there's sound effects on there.
remember there are sound effects on here. Maybe we need to find
I'm trying to find all of my. I don't see any of my. This whole thing is just.
one 30-minute call.
Yeah, 1:30 minute.
Okay. The runner-up gets one 30-minute Skype call with the two of us,
And there's 2 of them.
and there are 2 of them.
The
So
first one is
the first one is Amanda Katlowitz is the runner-up. Yay, Amanda!
Yay, Amanda!
Yay! So you need to, we have to verify that you were in the Dietbet. So you're going to mail or send an email with your Dietbet name, so we can verify that through Dietbet, and just do mail@myfitspiration.com. So mail@myfitspiration.com, and
your username on all the other ones.
Olivia,
yeah,
can you hear me still?
and your username on Twitter and all that, so we can verify that you're subscribed and legit. Even though I know you're legit, I know you are. I know that you are. So what's the next? Okay.
This is the next second runner-up.
So second runner-up is Bonnie Dix. Is that right? Bonnie?
Yep.
Yes, Bonnie. Yay!
Yay, Bonnie!
Awesome. Okay, so you also win a 30-minute phone call with Hannah and I. Again, same thing. Mail@myfitspiration.com. We'll verify everything, and yay, Bonnie! Yay!
Yay, Bonnie!
Oh, Hannah's got a crown on.
That's right.
So this is the grand prize winner, which is 4 sessions. One with
Right.
you, one with Hannah, and one with each. 2 with each.
Okay, grand prize, Hannah. Grand
Red
prize
prize!
gets one. What was it? One.
So you get 1 with
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, you get a phone
Yeah.
call with me, or a Skype session with me, a Skype session with Hannah, and then 2 additional Skype sessions with Hannah and I together. So it's 1 a week for a month. We can start at whatever month you want, whenever you're ready, all that good stuff. And the winner is
Dun, dun, dun,
Susan
dun.
Shepard. Yay!
Wait,
Susan.
who's the winner again?
Huh?
What's the name of the winner again?
Susan Shepard.
Susan Shepard. Oh, Susan Shepard. I remember her from Twitter, I think.
Yay, Susan!
All right, Susan.
Congratulations. And can we please just give a round of applause for all the awesome Dietbetters
winners.
that did.
Woo!
Yay!
Yay!
Right.
I'm trying to find
Okay.
my
Okay, so again, for those of you who won,
There
for
it
those of
is.
you who won, make sure that you send it to mail@myfitspiration.com so we can verify everything. Now
That's right.
on to the Lush winner. So we are going to announce that, and the winner is.
Oh, I didn't pick one yet because I thought you wanted to leave something else.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry, what's happening now?
But yeah, don't you have to go from the other comments, right?
I can either do this or they can leave them.
Oh,
No, just do it.
Okay,
my
hold
face,
on.
my face is going by the second because this Google Hangout is such technical difficulties.
No, he's just picking because the person we picked for the first Lush thing, we've been trying for a month to get in touch with this person and they have never responded. So we have to pick another one.
Oh.
So we're going back to those original comments and going to pick another winner. And so for this person, the winner, again, mail@myfitspiration.com and send us your address and your full name, and I'll make sure, if you're under 18, that you have your parents'
All that
permission and all that, so we can send you your information in the mail. The winner is Mary Olson. You just won. Hey, Mary. You just won a Dark Angel cleanser and a Vanilla Delight lotion.
Oh, the Vanilla Delight is so good. P.S.
I
Olivia, I have Pate addicted to the Karma Cream. He is like addicted to it. He's like, "Are you gonna wear Karma Cream today?" I'm like,
It's the best. I'm telling you.
he loves it.
Best. The best. So anyways,
Yeah,
everybody, okay, that was the other thing we were going to ask you really quick before we go. Let us know in the comments below or on Twitter if you want us to do a 6-month diet bet, because they've asked us if
I want to do one.
See, I think that would be so much
They haven't
fun.
opened it up to us yet, but
Yeah, they haven't opened it up yet to hosts, but they're thinking about it. So email Dietbet, tweet them.
Tweet us and let us know what you think.
What?
I would love to do a 6-month diet bet.
Yeah.
And remember, here's the thing. So we're in March right now. I mean, 6 months away is August, so you're still in this. You're still in summer, going into fall, kind of. It's a great time to get close to your goal weight.
Yeah. So it would be super fun. So let us know if that's something you're interested in. We've been talking to Dietbet about possibly doing it. So let us know. If you want it, we'll get it for you. Right,
That's
Hannah?
right.
Yeah.
Oh, I also have one more shout out to make. So shout out to my new friend Lauren. Pate and I were at the Nashville Crawfish Bowl yesterday, and by the way, the crawfish were not good. Poor Pate was like, "Ooh, they smell so bad." And one of our viewers that's been watching our vlog was there, and she walked up to me and she said, "Are you Hannah?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "I watch your vlog," and I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's so cool." So her name's Lauren. She's super sweet and just the cutest thing you've ever seen. So Lauren, if you're watching, hey, great to meet you yesterday.
Also, the UK people that are watching, this will all be archived. So I know it's like very, very late there, almost like in the middle of the night. It's like 2 in the
Hey,
morning.
Ryan Lawrence.
So don't worry, Sarah. This is all archived, so you can watch all of this.
Don't fret, my pet.
Yeah, and I think that's it. So thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out. We want to do another Google Hangout in the next couple of weeks where we have guests again. So be watching Twitter and Facebook. We'll be posting that, and we'll literally remember that time we picked like 5 people or whatever, and we just like all just chat and ask questions. We also let us know on Twitter. And all that jazz. We also thought about inviting some Biggest Loser alumni to do a big hangout, a My Inspiration hangout with Biggest Loser alumni that you could ask questions and all that. So if you do respond to those, make sure you use the hashtag MyFitspirationLive so that we can look and find your like what your thoughts are on all of that. And thank you guys all for doing the diet bet. You guys are just always incredible as usual.
Right.
And yeah, we lost a total poundage of 10,414 pounds.
Oh my gosh. You guys are amazing. 10,000.
Our diet bets are always the best. They're always the best.
10,414 pounds of fat gone.
Gone.
You guys,
And let's never see
bravo.
those again. Bravo.
Real clap. Bravo, My Inspiration. You guys,
That's right.
I'm sorry, but our groups rule. I'm sorry.
They do.
They never let us down, ever.
Never.
I'm so thankful to have all you guys. I really am.
Me too. So we love you guys, and we will talk to you soon. Bye.
Okay. Love you, Albert.
Love
Bye,
you guys.
Bye.